Well, hello, persistent pineapples. Hope you all are doing well today on Thursday. And today's date, and Miss Emmy even has to look because we've been out of school for 4 days, March 19th. I hope you all are well. I found these decodable books on Letterland, and I was so excited because we've been working very hard on Magic E. So to continue our learning, we can read these decodable stories. This is called Rose Bakes a Cake and Other Stories. Tales of Two. Tricky words, your and does. Focus on A, consonant E, as in make. Look at the wind. It can lift up Fix-It Max's cap and lift off Kicking King's cape. You see how cap went from cap? They added Magic E and it became cape. Look, the wind makes your cape fly. Grab your cap. Tap, tap, bang, bang, bang. Why is the Hat Man so upset? What does he hate? Why must you do that? The pup is thinking up a plan. He wants to be a pilot and fly a plane. She wants to fly in the sky, too. Plan to plane. I want to fly this plane up in the sky. I want to fly, too. Who can think of the story why Yellow Yo-Yo Man is there instead of Impy Ink or Mr. I? Sam loves to spell. Sam says S and his sis says the same. What did we spell? I think it's your last name. And your last name, too. Snake. This is called Ben Rides His Bike. Tricky word is put. Focus on I, consonant E, as in like. Ben rides his bike by the lake. Ben waves to Red Robot. Red Robot has his red skates on. He waves back as he rakes a pile by the pine. What will you do with your pile? I'll let Jim jump into it. Nick has put some rubbish in the bin. Ben waves to Nick. He waves back as he bangs the lid 9 times. Bang, bang, bang. Ben sees Mike on the slide. Ben smiles and waves as Mike begins to slide. I like to make a splash. Here I go. Oh no! He makes a big wave. Splish, splash. Help! Ben will get quite wet. Don't make me crash. I don't want to smash my bike. Our next story is Rose Bakes a Cake. Tricky word is play. Story words are birthday, outside. Focus on all these vowels, A and O and U, with the magic E, as in these, home, and cube. It was my mum's birthday. I was going to bake a cake. What are you doing, Rose? Oh, hi, Dad. I want to make a birthday cake for Mum. She will like that. Dad drove me to the shops. I chose things to make the cake. I'll take some of these eggs and some of those, and can I get lots of that? Yes, Rose, I think I'm going to like this cake too. Eggs. We drove back home. Pete, my dog, was glad to see us. I have to melt this on the stove, then let's see. Looks like you are doing fine. I am going outside to hose the grass. Later, Pete had to sniff the cake with his big nose. Dad had to sniff the cake with his not-so-big nose, too. No, Pete, no! That's a fine cake. What's next? I will use that tube on top of Mum's cake. Dad got a bone for Pete. They went outside. Dad rode his bike. I am glad they are outside. Now I can finish the cake. I don't want them to see it until Mum gets home. Mum and Dad came home at the same time. It was time to play my flute. I'm going to play the birthday song on my flute, Mum. Then I have a cake for you. Mum said, "Thank you. I love the cake you made, and I love you, Rose." "Oh, look! You, Pete, and Dad are on the cake. A bone for Pete, a bike for Dad, and a big red rose for you." This is Pete and Nate's Fun and Games. Tricky words are now and later, and it's reviewing all the Vowel Man with Magic E. Pete and Nate like to ride bikes on the sand. They chase the gulls. They gaze at the ships that rise and fall. They see a clam close its shell. Pete and Nate like to ride the waves in these tubes. Mum yells, "Come in now, it's lunchtime, take a plate." Pete drops his tube by the pole. "No, Pete, bring it with you," says Nate. "We are going in for lunch now. It will be a long time until we can come back." "Don't put your tube here." "Why not?" Later. "Thanks, Nate," says Pete. "When we had lunch, the tide came in. I am glad I still have my tube. That was wise." What do you think would have happened if he had not brought his tube in? Oh, this is exciting. We learned all about the ending ed, how it can make different sounds in words. It can say ed, like skated. It can say d, as in smiled, or it can say t, as in hoped. Listen and see what sound the ed makes in these words. Ben piled up his blocks. "They are all cube-shaped," he said. He liked to make things with his blocks. The snake skated on the hill. He smiled as he glided by. "I hope I don't crash," he said. The cat baked a fine cake. She used some eggs and some milk. She said that was fun. I keep touching it. She invited Ben and Sam to have some. They all smiled. "Yum, yum," they all said. "Yum, yum, yum." And that's the end. For an extension activity, you could write all the magic E words you found. You could categorize them. All the magic E words with I, all the ones with E, all the ones with O and U and A. Then you could categorize the ED endings. Which ones said ed? Which ones said d? And which ones said t? I hope you have a marvelous day. Bye for now.